This to me, this is mind boggling. This is like a little Twitter hack. Hey there, Scott here. I got another little quick win for you and your record label today. Something super easy, pretty much free that you can do today, right now, this week, whatever, that will help you become a better record label and reaches more listeners and serves more artists. One of the problems is that as we learn all of these big, insurmountable objectives and tasks through the podcasts and through books that you're reading, and as you're mirroring yourself after labels that you admire, it can become a little overwhelming. And so what I think is important is if we can find like something just super simple we could do today that might just help us improve our record label by just 1%. And then, maybe if we can find another 99 of those things, then it can have a huge impact. And so that's the kind of the way I like to live and to work, is by just these little incremental improvements. And so that's what today's quick win is. Now, I got to give credit to Refresh Records and by way of Chillwave for this quick win, because this to me, this is mind boggling. This is like a little Twitter hack that you can implement in about 30 seconds. And it actually is going to have a really significant impact on your record label. Hear me out. Okay. So, on Twitter, and again, I got this idea from these guys. I think it's a genius. A genius idea. I've implemented it on my Twitter accounts. So, on Twitter, you can like pin any tweet that you've ever tweeted, or if you create a new tweet, you can pin that tweet to the top of your Twitter profile. So if somebody goes to your Twitter profile and they discover you, they'll see that pinned tweet. And most people will pin like a new release or an event or something funny they said, but eventually that gets out of date. Okay, so here's what you're going to use this extremely valuable piece of real estate. It's valuable because you can actually fit a ton of stuff in it and make it super big, way more than you can put in the bio. And it actually appears underneath your bio, so it's quite handy. So in this pinned tweet, and if you haven't done this yet, you're going to start by creating a tweet. And these labels that I talked about at the beginning, and this is where I got this idea from, they have pinned all of like the pertinent information for their record label. So their website, their Instagram URL, their Bandcamp URL, if they have a YouTube channel, an email, and how you can contact them. And it's all like neatly laid out, and you can add like spaces. You can even add a picture of yourself or your logo, and then pin that tweet to the top of your Twitter profile. Now, why are you doing this? Because it's surprising to me, as someone who researches record labels like pretty much every single day for the purpose of Other Record Labels podcast, I find it like surprising how arduous it can be sometimes to just learn about a record label, and at the very least just to find like their Instagram or their website or to hear music. And so some of these labels that I mentioned have also included like a Spotify playlist that features a bunch of artists from a bunch of tracks from their roster. And so to me, it's surprising how difficult record labels sometimes make it for music fans to listen to their music and to discover their record label. So go and create a tweet in Twitter that includes your Bandcamp page, your Instagram profile, your TikTok if you have that, your YouTube if you have that, your Bandcamp page, did I already say that? Your official website, and then a place where they can hear music. I don't know if that's a SoundCloud link or it's a Spotify playlist that you've curated, or it could be a Bandcamp compilation. And then maybe an email if you want people to reach out to you. Then tweet that and then pin it to the top of your profile. And then when somebody's just discovered you and they've just followed you, they can, in like 2 easy clicks, start listening to your music, start following you on other social media platforms. Isn't that genius? I didn't think of this. That is so genius. Man, everybody needs to do that. I think that is such a great hack. I think it's way better than those Linktree things, but we'll get into that another day. I hope you found this quick win helpful. I think it's very helpful personally, but go to otherrecordlabels.com/quickwins for more.